Hey, thanks for joining me. This is Casper. He'll be doing some yoga and I'm going to do some yoga, and hopefully you'll be able to join along with us when you feel comfortable to do so. This is a general practice, nothing too strenuous, nothing very still, just something that sits in the middle to get a little bit of movement through our joints, a little bit of strength work through our muscles, and hopefully a little bit of settling towards our inner deep systems. So let's come to our feet. Make sure you've got a little bit of space around you, and we're going to begin our practice in a standing position today. So just get a little sense of settledness underneath your feet. Mine are about hip distance. Got a soft bend into the knees, just drawing up long in the spine. You might like to close your eyes just for this beginning part. We're just allowing ourselves to settle and root down. It's almost like you're spreading the toes like tree roots. Imagine that you're using the muscles in your legs to draw your kneecaps up your thighs. And just feel the sense of the body weight across each of your feet, and try and find something that's comfortably settling and centered. Open the chest and just allow your shoulders and arms to soften down by your side. Very gentle drawing in of the chin and the lift at the back of your ears, right up towards the crown of your head. This is our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Bring your attention into your breath. Gentle rise and fall, expansion, contraction, drawing in and a letting out. You may even like to bring a hand lightly across your abdomen, one across your heart. And just feel this movement and the stillness, the allowing and the settling in your body as you breathe in and out. Some of you may like to bring a bit more attention into the breath, filling it right down into your base hand. Feeling it widen at your side ribs and drawing it right up into your collarbone. And then softening from the top to the bottom. You might even start to notice as your breath and your attention unite, there's a sense that is ever increasing of a balance and settledness. So even in timing, maybe the breath lasts the same length of time in between and out. It's not important whether it does or not, but in allowing yourself the space to do what feels intuitively natural, and it helps you feel like it's drawing you closer towards thriving. So maybe your practice today might be returning to this or staying in this space for a little longer. But if you're ready to begin moving from our Tadasana, we take a big breath in and open the body as fully as we can. And as you exhale, bend the knees, roll down. We're going to bring the hands towards the feet. So brace your belly, lift your tailbone and let your head hang. We're in our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Let's roll up through the middle. So tuck chin, brace belly, knees are quite bent. Bring your hands together. Inhale and reach up towards the ceiling. I'm just reaching back a little because it's opening the front body. Then exhaling all the way down. You might even like to pause halfway. Come all the way. We're going to try this 2 more times. Rolling up on the inhale. Good morning, world. Exhale on the way down. Just take your time to feel the spine unraveling. Feel the internal strength of your body. Exhaling. Good morning, Casper. I'm going to roll up halfway. Continue to stand. And from the top, I'm opening the arms wide and stepping the feet out wide as well. Bending the knees and just pressing them towards the back. The inhale is going to lift right up through the center channel. And the exhale brings me down. Inhale, lifting the heart space. Drawing the shoulder blades down the spine. Exhale and opening. Knees just rolling into the back. You might like to stay here for a couple of breaths or continue the rise. And the deepening. And I'm just concentrating at the moment in my own body of gently drawing the tailbone under, feeling a little bit more bracing in the abdomen. Inhale, rise. Exhale, deepen. Staying here, the arms only are going to open, so center down, keep the weight even in your feet, press the knees open, inhale, open heart, bracing the abdomen, front ribs tucking in, exhale. Just lifting the upper heart, breathing into the deeper heart. Really strong in my thighs right now. Opening up. How are your legs feeling? How's that breath feel? I'm going to lift out of the move, turning my right heel so it faces the back edge of the mat and the left toes to the narrow edge. Then bending the left knee, pressing the knee out behind. I'm trying to feel where the center is between both feet. Trying to bring the hips right into the center and level them out. Keeping the knee open. Opening the chest. You might like to bring your hands to your hips or to your heart. Let's take a deep breath in and lift our left arm. So feel the ribs draw away from the waist, bracing the abdomen, keeping your center line. And as we exhale, just a gentle C shape at the spine. Allow your shoulders to soften, your wrists to relax. And continually working openness into the hips. And we're going to go the other way. So on your next breath in, push into your right foot. Lean over your left leg, and you might bring your hand or your elbow or reach down towards your ankle as you lengthen the right side of the body. And in the next inhale, bring your left ribs forward a little. Try and roll your right hip back. As you breathe out, imagine your shoulders and your hips all drawing in towards your center. Let's find our warrior two again. So come into the middle, inhale, still pushing the left knee out. Exhale into the center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, deepen down. We're going the other way. Inhale, extend your warrior, Parsvakonasana, so land where it feels right in your body. Exhale, look up. Try one more time. I'm going to invite a bit more openness through the hips. So on the next breath in, drawing the kneecap up the thigh, getting a bit more length in the leg, drawing the bottom hip towards the far foot. We find our Trikonasana. I'm just rolling into the outside edge of the right heel and the right foot, almost like a knife blade. Drawing up through the thighs. Feeling this center channel wrap around the spine and then directing all of the prana right up along our spine, out through the crown of the head. If you'd like to open in the shoulders a little more, maybe drop the hand to your hip or to the back hip. Some of you may like to take one more breath into Warrior Two. If you're ready to join me, we're going to come up through the center and sit down in the squat. I'm going to take 4 breaths here. You may like to lift or stay in the squat. And I have lost count, but I'm not going to worry about that. If you would like to be counting, that's totally okay. Inhale, let's find our warrior two. Right knee bent. A little bit of a toe warmer going on down here. Casper loves joining me on the mat at home. Remember when I first started yoga, it used to feel like an intrusion. But I've really come to love it. It's a beautiful opportunity, connection in a very real way. Not with rules about what I needed to do, but just in allowing. Let's find our sun warrior, or reverse warrior. Take a big breath in, fill from the bottom to the top. Exhale from top to bottom. Focus on keeping the knee pressing back. Connect into the breath and the strength in your middle. Soften the shoulders. We're going the other way, Parsvakonasana. So you're aiming to keep the hips quite steady. You're reaching in the length. Still got balance between both feet. Then we're opening up. Really powerful work in your legs. Such a beautiful morning. I'm not sure if you can hear the birds. Got a crow cawing. Something with a really pretty melody. Just take a moment here to really notice what's happening in your environment. Warrior two. Sounds can you hear in your room? What are you feeling in your body right now? Is it calling for more? Maybe more pulling back, more deepening in, or just more awareness? Now find a bit more length. A bit more length in the spine. I need a little bit more push into my left heel. I can feel a lot of work in the right leg. Now my left heel's starting to lighten. It's not about the shape of the move, but about bringing awareness into what you're experiencing. My intention was to stay in my center. Maybe your intention might be guiding you towards a little bit of different choices in your own practice. My next physical pose will be in triangle pose, so bring a bit more length to the right leg. Reach the right hip towards the left side. As much length as you can find in your spine, then let it land. So if you feel a bit rounded down, you might like to lift your hand up a little. We're opening and expanding, being strong at the bottom, long in the spine. So it doesn't matter if your hand's right up high, or if you can keep that length and the openness in the hips, the hand comes down lower. Bring the strength into your legs, into your middle, into your mind. And allow yourself to define your own shape. I can feel a little bit of tingles in the fingers, so I'm wrapping my arm down, dropping the shoulder, waiting for the breath to settle. Up through the middle. Come into your goddess warrior squat. Bring the hands to the heart space. Open out wide. Turn your right heel to the side. Now we're going to try and lift the right leg off the floor. So to begin with, look down, load up into the left leg, and bring your eyes a little in front of the foot. I'm looking roughly about a foot distance, but you might be looking a little bit more. Shift your weight, try and keep the hips open, and when you feel ready to, just lighten that right foot. Now your hand might like to come to the floor, rest on your leg. Your leg might be, your standing leg might be straight or bent. And pushing strongly out through the right heel. I can still see you. I'm going to land this foot as lightly as I can. So I'm bending the left knee. Trying to tilt the body up. Coming into the Sun Warrior. Into the triangle. Into the Goddess Warrior Squat. Shall we try that on the other side? You may like to stay here for a couple of breaths. Up and down. You make the decision that feels right to you. Then when you're ready, look down. Load up the right leg. Get your sense of balance, of ground, a strong foundation. Keeping the left hip open. Shine from the middle of your heart. So if you notice that your chest is pointing to the ground, just try and roll your left hip open a little bit more towards the back of your mat. Reach up into the left hand. Foot can touch down lots of times if you like. Land it slowly. Lift. And find your feeling of center and gloriousness. Now from here, we're going to stretch into the back of the leg. So bring your hands to your heart space. Lower the elbows down towards your thighs. And let the hands seek the floor. So they might just be hanging towards the floor. Really lift the abdomen to support your back. Draw your tailbone out behind you. And start to think of the tailbone lifting as the navel's drawing up towards your spine. So your hands might be down or up. My legs are almost straight. We've got a little bend into the knees. Soft in the shoulders. If it feels good, maybe bring your hands together behind your back. Clasp the fingers and press them up towards the ceiling. See if you can get your shoulders in that place as you let the hands come down. Allowing the hands to seek the floor again. Going to lower the tailbone between the knees. Bringing the upper body level. Now I'm pressing the knees out wide, lifting the abdomen. Just taking a little bit more strength work because I've been sitting down a lot this week. My body really is seeking the strength. But if you'd like something a little more restful, you can put the elbows onto the thighs or even the hands. You might choose to stay in your forward fold. Getting ready for our Goddess Squat. Keeping the knees pressing open, draw the tailbone forward a little, rise. Hands come to heart space through the center. Stepping out. Keeping the hips level, almost like our Sun Warrior in the upper body. Pushing the knees out wide. You may like to take the bottom hand and press out to the opposite knee. Inhale, lift out. Exhale, try it the other way so you can land it. Give your core a little bit more work to do by taking that hand support away. 2 more times. One more. Inhale, rise. Let's find our mountain pose. Bringing the hands by your side. Stepping the feet under the hips are a little closer. Resettling. This is an arm load free practice. I hope that it generated some awareness within you of the power that runs through your body, through your breath. And that in the allowing, really connect with that deeper power goes beyond the physical. Power in your choices. Power within each breath. Power by connecting in with that something bigger than us. Through your intuition, your inner guides, giving you the power to choose what you do, what you focus on. And the acceptance of what is. Hands to heart space. I'm going to step into the camera. You may like to continue your own practice, perhaps allowing yourself to come in towards the floor, maybe resting down in a seated position that's really comfortable for you. You might like to rest and ease, or perhaps you're going to go for a walk first. Meditation in movement or stillness. But I invite you into a space where you really connect with what helps you feel like you're thriving. I look forward to sharing some more yoga with you in future weeks. Namaste.